I'm sorry.
I'm sort of back. That's okay, Mahal. That's okay. I can lean in like this. No, it's okay.
Okay.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Good job. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. So we're talking about this video. We're talking about foreigner cannot have their own property here in the Philippines.
Yeah, one of our last videos we were talking about. I was saying about building a tiny home because she's building a tiny home on her land, and what'd you tell me?
It's our land and house.
And I said, technically, it's not. It's your land and your house.
You know what, guys? There's always a law here in the Philippines that foreigners can't have a land, can't own or
Property,
can't
yeah.
buy land. But they can buy a building. They can own a house. They can, yeah, for I don't know how to say that. Why they can have a building but not a land.
Well, I don't think they can, Mahal. I don't think they can have a building.
You can invest from real estate, but not the. Maybe there's always middleman, or or you should have a Filipina partner.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, I have to pull over. Our car goes into what's called limp mode every now and again. I have to shut it off just to reset it. It's so weird. Anyway, continue. Yeah, so you go ahead.
Yes, because here in the Philippines, if you are married, once you have properties, it's always conjugal. Like, what you own is the same as mine. It's a 50-50.
But that's if you're married to a Filipino.
Yes, but also in a lawful husband or lawful wife, there's always a 50-50 equal share. Yeah.
But I don't think it applies to foreigners, though.
No, it applies in a foreigner, Mahal. It applies
Well,
in a
this is what
foreigner.
I heard. You can correct me, but this is what I heard from comments and watching people's videos like this. That say like say something happened tragically to you, God forbid, but then there's only so much time, and then it reverts back to the family, like the family line or something like this, because I don't own it.
Yeah, I understand that, Mahal. But how about when foreigners went to Rafi Tulfo? They ask help, especially in the, like, if there is what is that, fraud in the relationship. So they can always get their share from the property that they own.
Well, that's kind of a different situation, though. You're talking about like splitting up, and it's just a value, and you're trying to get some of the value shared back, and that sort of thing. But I'm talking about like the property being owned, like well, obviously, if something happened to me,
course.
it's not a big deal because it's just yours, continues to be
Yeah.
yours. But if something happened to you,
But-
it's not really considered mine anymore.
Yes, I know that, Mahal, but what I'm trying to say is, like for example, to those couple that their relationship getting sour, of course, the foreigner cannot own the property, but they can sell it and split the money. Yeah.
Well, these are two different situations we're talking about.
You can sell it, but you cannot own it. You have the rights to sell it, but you
Yeah, and
cannot own it.
even in my situation, if something happened to you, I would have the right. I think I have so much time to sell it,
Mhm.
and I could get some money back. But if I don't,
yes, but
if I
you
don't
can-
sell it,
yeah,
then it just reverts to your family,
exactly.
right?
Yes, yes.
So,
Yeah.
not mine.
So technically, you can't own, of course, but you can sell it.
So it's kind of uneasy in some regards, like to anyone in that situation, right? Because if they're,
Yeah, because just
having a
like,
good relationship
just
like
like-
we do, but
yeah.
then something happens, like their whole life could be turned upside down because that was their hope and dream to live together and live older together and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But if the Filipina passes on or something happens that way, tragic, whatever, I mean, then it's like, oh my goodness, what does the foreigner do now? Because that was his plan as well, just to kind of live and enjoy life. But now it's like, even though he invested everything, it's gone. So, what do you say?
Sell it.
But it might not sell. Like you only got a certain amount of time.
Yeah, if you don't sell, then yeah. Anyway, you still have the rights, but you cannot do something like, what is that? Like maybe yeah, in some other reason. I don't know. I cannot expound that in details. Yeah.
So
Because if our laws allows allows the foreigner to buy land, maybe the Philippines has already been gone, owned by the foreigner already.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I know you got to have some things in place, but I don't know. It just seems to me, I don't know. It seems like there should be some other exceptions, like when it comes to legitimate marriage, and because I don't know, it's a little uneasy that way, right? 'Cause you invest everything and then it's all gone. It could possibly, potentially be all gone.
Yeah. So let's just shall I say, like, you have to choose the right Filipina, so you will not end up broke in the future. Because
But-
it's really hard. Because sometimes, like, it's really a thing here. Like, most of the family will always defend their relatives. Yeah, they're Filipina. Even if the Filipina made mistake, they always support them morally, financially, when things goes wrong. Yeah, even if the Filipina end up scamming the foreigner, the family always defend their family. Always defend the daughter or the relatives, not the foreigner. They will never defend the foreigner. So you have to be very careful about choosing your Filipina.
But see, our point is we're sticking to our point today, talking about property and owning property, not owning property as a foreigner. Like if something happens to the Filipina is gone. She's not in the picture anymore. So like, what happens
Sell.
to the foreigner?
Sell
Yeah, but it
the
may not
property.
sell, right?
No, because the Filipina and the foreigner have this relationship, so the share is equal. Yeah. Or if you have children, so you have to consider that you have children, and also if the Filipina is gone, the only option of the foreigner is to sell the property.
Again, and it may not sell.
Huh?
It may not sell.
No, I don't think so, Mahal, because
Or
of
they got
course-
you over, what we say, got you over a barrel, because they know you have the sale, so they're not going to give you any kind of price, not really for it.
Yeah,
You're not
yes.
going to get any kind of money for it, so so
Yeah.
you're really stuck. You're really doing it because you love your Filipina, and if something happens to your Filipina, well, you did it for her, but then you're stuck. You're out.
Yeah, you know what? I heard also some story like that. But they already separated. But what is that? The foreigner choose to live near in the Filipina family, and they co-parenting because they have children. And then after a few years, the foreigner died. Yeah, and yeah, it's the Filipina who cater or who process everything. Yeah, because they still remain friends in spite of all the differences.
Yeah, but you're talking about different examples. You're talking about everybody still being alive. I'm talking about it like in the case that the Filipina passes away.
Yeah, I
something
know.
happens.
That's
It's
why
a
I
real
said.
situation, because, and in comparison, like for example, our situation, right? If something ever happened to you, it's like basically I've just lost everything in a sense. But if we're in Canada and something happened either to me or you, like say something happened to me in Canada, well, you got no words because it'll still be yours. If me and you bought something, right, together, if we did get to that point, we bought something together. Well, you got no worries, it's still yours. But here, the opposite happens. I'm out everything. Like you're in everything. Like you still get to have everything. Like if we bought something together, but here I lose everything. See the difference? It's like something seems really out of kilter that way.
Yeah,
When you
that's
look at
why.
things, do comparisons.
That's why the only advice that I can say, the only option for the foreigner, if his Filipina is gone, sell the property.
Which it may not sell.
Yeah. Just sell it. Yeah. It's like that. It's like that here. You have to sell it.
So I guess bring up this just for everyone to think about, because as a foreigner, you need to think about these things, because you're really just doing it for your Filipina. And then if something does tragically happen,
I don't
it's
hear
gone.
anything that kind of scenario, Mahal. Maybe if you hear that kind of stories, you make some comments there, because usually
The guy is older and he dies.
Yes, not the Filipina died first.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about it because I mean it's a thing. It could happen, right? So especially now that the way things are going now, a lot of the younger foreigners are coming over too, right? There's a lot of, like I'm seeing on YouTube, a lot of more younger foreigners coming over here,
Yeah.
getting set up. So it can easily happen in that situation because the guy's younger and the girl are about the same age, and it could easily happen, right? Because he's got a lot more years ahead of him, and anything can happen. You know, kind of a morbid thought, but at the same time, it's a reality thought that you want to think about. So these are just thoughts to think about. Who owns the property? Not you, foreigner.
It's me. But it's for us.
For now, as long as she stays alive.